Hi, what do you do? My name is Ucheng Jared and I'm from Uganda. I love film, I love photography, and I love anything that evolves around content creation. I also love camera equipment, I love new gear, I love new technology as well. And specifically today, I'm here to talk about my experience. Let's call it a review of this beautiful camera, the Nikon, yeah, the Nikon Z R. Yes. I used it for a sample I wanted to sample out how the shots looked, how it works, how the menu system is. I of course looked at a number of YouTube videos before actually getting the camera. First and foremost, this is a rented Nikon ZR from a rental house in Uganda. It's called Cams and Grips. It's where I rented this camera. I got the camera plus a CF Express card. It's 500. Is 512, 530 something? Let's check. They gave me. So they sent me the adapter. I got the adapter so I could mount my Sony glass on, and then also I got this. I don't know if it is focused, but yeah, I got also a card. Yeah, I also got batteries, 3 batteries, and I also got a card reader for this. So basically, that's it. So all the shots, all the sample shots are going to be seeing are going to be everything is going to be shot on 3 lenses, 3 still camera lenses, and that's the Sigma 35mm, Samyang 85mm, and then a 16 to 28mm. I was able to do this shoot with a number of friends, 2 dancers, 2 amazing dancers. That's Nafi, and then also Edgar, and then also a drone pilot. That's Kata, the drone pilot in Kampala, Uganda. Is just a cool guy overall. So yeah, also we had Hassan who did some of the BTS you're going to be seeing. Also my baby, my girlfriend was on set as well. She helped out actually point out a very beautiful shot that you're going to be seeing. It's just amazing. Yeah, so that's it. That's basically the team. And then I was behind the camera. I developed the concept for this. I'm going to be dropping first a few frames and then we'll come back to it. Yeah, so my honest review about this camera as someone who does video and photography, it's a beautiful camera overall. I mean, right now in 2026, every camera you're going to be getting is going to be beautiful, regardless. I think all the camera makers in 2026 are doing a very good job, and also the prices on this equipment and gear is, of course, you could say that it's affordable, but man, still, being in Uganda, being in Africa, these are quite expensive. Yeah, we could say they're affordable, but of course, the kind of clients we have, the kind of payments we get. Imagine we're getting money from UGX and then converting that to dollars. We're getting a weaker currency, converting it to dollars to buy this kind of equipment. So yeah, but my honest review is honestly it's a good camera. In video I shot in between 6K R3D and also 4K R3D. Yeah, I only shot in that kind of format. I found that shooting, of course, in 6K R3D, 60 frames or 50 frames this card wasn't enough. Literally, this card wasn't enough. I only had, like, if I was shooting, let me say R3D, 60 frames, I only had, like, let's say 15 minutes on the card. So imagine. So I ended up doing most of the shots in 4K, 25 frames, and then maybe some specific shots are the ones that were shot in 6K R3D. So yeah, overall, I love the camera. I love the screen. This huge screen is just amazing. I mean, you can't. It's just amazing. Coming from someone who has been shooting on a Sony A7 III, this 4-inch screen is amazing. The grip, this of course was sent over with the small rig cage, which of course has an extra grip. I think I have big hands. I'm a big guy. Yeah, so yeah, this helped a lot to kind of have a nice grip. And most of the shots were shot, of course, handheld. And then actually they're smooth. You might think I had a gimbal. I had a gimbal, of course, but I didn't use the gimbal at all. I only used my tripod, and then that's it. I only used the tripod and then handheld shots, and then just played around with different frames and looked at how they were moving. But overall, it's a good camera. The other thing we tried, or the challenge with this, is because I also love shooting flash photography. High speed sync rate is actually very low. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but of course it's 1/60. So that means if you're shooting faster actions, since I was working with dancers, that flash couldn't actually capture the movements they were doing. So that was the only challenge, and we kept on getting a black line on the in the on the frame. So what I did, I changed it up because I had a tube light on set, so I ended up just using a tube light for all the shots. All the shots are shot with the tube light, which is a constant light. For me, that was the only challenge. But of course, if you're going to use constant light, it has beautiful images. I took some beautiful images, some beautiful frames, because everything on set was pre-planned. From the masks these guys were going to be put on, the pants they were putting on, they were tailor-made. Yeah, so we had a bit of smaller concept going on for this. So I think that's where we got maybe a plus. The camera complemented the scenes, also a bit of lighting. All of the lights are going to all the frames are going to see are going to be lit by, it's either a tube light or a drone light. Yeah. So that's how we're able to kinda play with it. I got that idea of one TikTok video. I don't remember what was the video or who was the person recommending the shots of using a drone to kind of see through, kind of light a scene, but it looked amazing. It was beautiful. So yeah, overall, I love the camera. Moving from a person moving from a Sony A7 III, this is a wonderful camera. Yeah, apart from it having very huge files, it's a beautiful camera because all the shots we took, we filled up this card. Yeah, we filled it up. So imagine if that was one shoot, and then overall I just need like a minute and a half or a minute of all the footage we had, and so imagine the amount of hard drives you're going to be burning through in a week if you're shooting every day. So that's the only hiccup, but I think shooting in 4K is also okay. I mean, everything we're seeing online, most of the clients, these guys are not viewing these things in 4K. The least they are doing is just viewing them in 1080p. So yeah, it's a beautiful camera overall. So yeah, I think that's my review. Since the biggest thing, I didn't need extra lenses since I had my Sony E lenses, so that was good. Yeah, so it's a beautiful camera with of course a bit of hiccups here and there. I've also used a Sony FX3, which was also, I mean, it's an amazing camera, beautiful colors. The amount of information is not as big as this. Right now, each camera has its own personality, and I feel like the Nikon Z R has its own personality, and it depends on a creator who is using it or a person who's going to use it. yeah, what they aim to use it for, because my main initial thoughts were to use this camera for commercial work, a bit of ads, a bit of documentary, a bit of experimental films. So yeah, it passes. I mean, it passes. I love the touch screen, just being able to click and move around the screen just to get the settings right. Yeah, for me it worked. I didn't actually use any of these buttons since I only had it for a day. But yeah, I just want to thank all the guys who were able to do this with. I'm going to just leave their Instagram accounts on this. Also, the person who made the masks, his name is Robert, Green Amber. I'm also going to leave his tag, Instagram tag, or any other info. Maybe you need something made, something with an Afrofusion. They turned out really nice, the masks. So yeah, for me, I'm happy. I'm happy. I got to test it out, and I hope to test out more gear. I think next up we will be testing the Blackmagic 6K Pixis. Yeah, I think that's my next camera to test out. So yeah, peace.